Advanced manufacturing is the industry with the highest employee demand in Henderson County. Fact: there will be 1,000 new advanced manufacturing jobs in Henderson County by 2017. Fact: advanced manufacturing has rewarding and well-paying positions available today. Fact: Blue Ridge Community College provides responsive, high-tech training for these advanced manufacturing jobs. And it's a fact that Blue Ridge Community College is connected to its community and, most importantly, local employers. In 2007 and 2008, when the local economy was devastated from an unprecedented number of industry closings, Blue Ridge Community College retrained hundreds of displaced workers for available jobs in healthcare, entrepreneurship, and business.
Our company, like a lot of manufacturers, it was a tough environment. Unfortunately, we had some layoffs, and what we found out pretty quickly that our folks really had no experience in how to write a resume, how to go for a job interview. So we called on our friends at Blue Ridge, and they came over and did quite a bit of training in helping our people to, one, develop a good resume, and then did some practical experience with how to interview for jobs.
The college's JobLink Career Center was the hub of these services for the unemployed and underemployed, and today continues to serve more than 500 persons each month that are looking for training, job search assistance, and financial assistance.
As we established our plant here 7 months ago, and the beginning of the facility here was less than 5 months after making our decision to relocate to Fletcher, North Carolina. The most immediate need we had was for a qualified pool of employees that we could begin to draw from. So we immediately started a process of recruitment, and the JobLink office at Blue Ridge Community College and the continuing education office at Blue Ridge Community College allowed us to profile the skill sets that we needed, allowed us to look at the other skills that we would be training for, and sort of tentatively, prospectively profile for the future that we were looking at, and in very short order produced over 1,000 candidates that we interviewed and narrowed down to a small group of 430. Out of those 430 employees that we interviewed, we hired 140, and we've retained at this point 120 of the 140 employees, and feel pretty excited about the group moving forward.
To remain strong, our local economy shifted to advanced, globally competitive manufacturing that invents and makes high value-added products with leading-edge technologies here at home.
We're actually coming out with a brand new product right now. It's called the Electric Integrated Parking Brake. It replaces a more traditional parking brake with a electronic parking brake. We have one customer that we fully launched that is in a 2013 model year vehicle. And we have 4 brand new customers that are becoming in line in 2015.
BRM is heavily involved in the automotive industry. We make multiple suspension parts that are used under the hoods and under the chassis of cars. We're a Tier 1 supplier to Toyota and have multiple Tier 2 and Tier 3 products that are on most all automotive cars.
It is no longer the repetitive, unskilled assembly line work. It is what educators and business leaders call advanced manufacturing. It requires well-trained employees using high-tech equipment to produce components and finished products.
Now, when Blue Ridge Metals started in 1988, we were primarily a slug manufacturing company, which means we just cut off a piece of steel, shaped it, sent it to a customer. Since then, we have gotten into CNC manufacturing. We have gotten into very sophisticated cold form heading manufacturing.
As you can see behind us here, we've got a lot of technological advances that are in place now. Touchscreen computers, so our people can pull up orders, they can pull up bill of materials, electrical schematics, and all of that.
Less employees handling the product, more automation, more precision maintenance. It's changing technology that we're trying to keep up with.
Manufacturing has changed dramatically over the years. It's gone from being high labor content and low labor skill sets to being high labor skill sets, low labor content.
The educational level requirements on our operators has advanced considerably from somebody that could just come in and perform work to somebody that has to come in and use their head, be able to use shop math, be able to read various types of shop prints and diagrams, and be able to interpret that and then convert it into machining capability.
With the strong and growing need for well-trained employees by these manufacturers, Blue Ridge Community College has led efforts to identify skill sets needed by this rapidly growing segment of our economy.
We're focused on the alignment of our education and training programs with the needs of industry right now and in the future. We want our students to have the skills necessary for advanced manufacturing and a path to well-paying jobs.
So the skill sets that are required to perform well in your position have changed over time. It's not the same job that people were trained for 10 years ago.
Here at Meritor, we've seen some pretty significant changes in manufacturing over the past 10 years or so. We've actually, here at this facility, over the past 3 years, invested $30 million in equipment. All that equipment that's coming in here takes a higher skilled employee than we've typically had in the past. That employee, really, we're looking for somebody that is really very good with computers and wants to be a machinist, or very good with computers and wants to be a welder. So they really need to enjoy working with computers, being around computers, and most of the equipment that we have coming in here requires that kind of a skill set.
Some of the important skill sets that need to be developed is robotics. Robotics are incredibly important moving forward. Also, mechanical electronics. The amount of electronics that are part of the equipment that we have today is growing tremendously.
We want an employee that's accepting of knowledge, accepting of technology, and we want them to have a good baseline of math, language, communication, and technology skills. But the most important is that they be able to critically think, and that they're looking to be inclusive in an environment, a part of a solution, and not just waiting for someone to tell them what to do.
The days of coming in and doing one single job all day long, those days are gone.
Local manufacturers are dependent upon being able to recruit and employ individuals who know how to operate, troubleshoot, and maintain high-tech equipment.
We've been through a pretty, the last couple of years, I would say a pretty robust phase of going through with investment, and we've actually hired roughly 50 employees the past couple of years. So I would expect us in the future to also, as the volume picks up, to also be hiring more employees.
And I'll tell you, from my experience in the last couple of years, we've had difficulty in finding qualified people to fill positions that we've needed filled. There's nobody out there. To keep up with today's manufacturing, the colleges have to get these people educated and get them out on the street.
We have had some difficulty finding the employees that have the correct skill. And so we have seen, over the past couple of years, we've gone through hiring, we have seen some difficulties there. And that's one of the things that we're trying to utilize Blue Ridge Community College, is to kind of help fill some of those gaps that we have with the folks coming in the door.
Yeah, this is J6. Yeah, so that's that one. So then this is J5. This is J4.
To meet the needs of these employers, Blue Ridge Community College launched an upgrade of its advanced manufacturing offerings. In 2012, the college added an associate degree program in mechatronics engineering technology. Currently, more than 50 students are enrolled in this program.
The most important part of the training is still to come, and will begin in about 18 to 24 months. And that's as we work with the college as they develop their advanced mechatronics program and their curriculum. We will want to specifically take every employee we currently have and every employee we hire in the next 2 or 3 years and get them trained to the base level that will be the core curriculum that will occur at Blue Ridge Community College for everyone seeking that degree, and we'll add some advanced elements as we go. That becomes a piece of the ongoing continuing education here. It doesn't ever stop.
So, what is mechatronics?
Mechatronics is the blending of mechanical engineering with electrical engineering, and with that we also include some welding and machining in that realm. Everything now is automated, or it is run by computers, or it is run by programmable logic controllers, PLCs. And our program at Blue Ridge Community College prepares the students to work in that kind of automated, high-tech environment.
If we're going to be bottling somewhere around 1,100, 1,200 bottles a minute, We could not do that without mechatronics. We have to be, no way can the human eye be able to catch some of the stuff that's going on that fast in a processing facility.
In 2013, the arrival of the brewing industry to Henderson County brought a new and exciting but different manufacturing process to the forefront, along with a unique set of skills that these craft beer employers want their employees to have.
There's a few things that set us apart, I would say mainly because we are a commodity that is consumed, and so and it's a living shelf life. I mean, it's an agricultural product and it has a shelf life, and as long as we take care of it and we do it, properly and get it in there with the least amount of oxygen possible. So everybody has a little aspect of it, but you want to know how all those processes come together to make the final product. You just don't want to hone in and say, I'm a forklift driver, I don't care what's happening in the brew house. And that's one of the things that we've appreciated with Blue Ridge is, the idea of putting together programs that really understand the concept of making beer, not just how to drive a forklift.
To keep up with this rapidly changing technology, the college has invested $400,000 in equipment and has reallocated 5,000 square feet of space for the mechatronics program. The college also received grants from Duke Energy and Golden Leaf Foundation to purchase additional equipment required to teach the skills needed for the area's advanced manufacturers.
So the mechatronics program that's being developed at the Blue Ridge Community College is very important, and that will help have people be ready to enter the workforce.
The Golden Leaf Grant also provided funds to purchase equipment to teach introductory mechatronics to high school students. One of the most critical parts of developing a skilled manufacturing workforce is preparing younger workers to embrace the new world of advanced manufacturing by offering college-level mechatronics engineering technology courses for them at their high school.
We've been able to work with local high schools on a level of bringing the courses to them to increase that knowledge for them in training at local industry. So our overall goal with Blue Ridge Community College and the local high schools are to create a stepping stone and pathway for these students to work at local industries. So what we've done is been able to establish apprenticeship programs and co-op positions so they get the real world experience in advanced manufacturing. There is a skill gap, and we're addressing the skill gap by incorporating the high school training into our programs.
With the college's expanded offerings, increased funding, and dedication to providing real-world training for its students, employers are now seeing an increase in the number of well-trained employees ready for the fast-paced, well-paying world of advanced manufacturing.
For many years, I think manufacturing was kind of thought of as a dead-end career, and certainly if you take a look at how the manufacturing workforce has shrinked, that has certainly occurred in the past. But I think what we're starting to see, and certainly with our company, we're starting to see an improvement in that and actually seeing more hiring and more opportunities available in the manufacturing field.
When UPM Rifle-Tac opened their facility, Blue Ridge was instrumental in providing training for our technicians. Now fast forward this to 2011, Rifle-Tac opened a new facility out in Fletcher, and they've just, same thing, they've been instrumental in providing training, making sure that we've got what we need to get our workforce up and going.
About any kind of need that we have in terms of training and developing our operators, Blue Ridge Community College has always said they're willing and able and have shown that willingness to come and work with our company.
They have really stepped up, they see the need, and they're willing to work with the employers around here to see that their workforce gets continuing ed, gets the training they need to keep their employees at the top of their game.
We have 4 to 5 employees going through our maintenance apprenticeship program. So part of that apprenticeship program is that we look to our local schools, Blue Ridge Community College, to help with that training of those employees. And they typically go to school, and they also work with alongside a tradesperson for 2 years in order to get their certification.
My key to the growth in the future of this facility is growing employees from within the facility and gaining knowledge over time and using Blue Ridge Community College in order to accomplish that.
Blue Ridge Community College students and graduates have many options in the world of advanced manufacturing, exciting opportunities to advance their career. These employers have a vision to keep their industry strong, and Blue Ridge Community College is proud to be a partner.